So today's lesson, lesson 75, is on changing an improper fraction to a mixed number. And what is an improper fraction? An improper fraction is an example like this. We have 5 over 3, 5/3. Anytime that numerator is more than the denominator, then we have a problem. That's called an improper fraction. So again, anytime the numerator is more than the denominator, it's an improper fraction, and we don't like that. And we've already done it many times this year on how to fix this. You just didn't realize it. All we do to fix this is treat it like a division problem that we've done. So in this case, we look at our numerator, which is 5, and we are dividing that by 3. That's all we do to solve this one is we take the numerator, divide by the denominator. So we know 3 goes into 5 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. We do our subtraction. 2. We have no other numbers to bring down. Now all we do is we write our remainder, but we don't write it as a remainder. We write it as a mixed number. So again, that slides up to become our numerator, and our divisor slides up and over and to become our denominator. Now we have a mixed number. So again, you just need to keep it really simple. Don't try to do too much. You just take your numerator, divide by your denominator, write your answer as a mixed number. That's how you change an improper fraction to a mixed number. So like I said, things we've already done this year. So another example, let's say I have the fraction 10 over 3. That is another example of an improper fraction. The numerator is more than the denominator. So that's an improper fraction. And as we said, the way to fix an improper fraction, to change it to a mixed number, is we treat this as a division problem. We look at our numerator. That's 10. That is my dividend. My denominator is my divisor. So I'm saying 10 divided by 3. That's the same that I'm doing here. 10 divided by 3. 3 goes into 10 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9, with 1 left over. We don't write that as a remainder. Nope, we write it as a mixed number. So the 1 slides up to my numerator, and my divisor slides over. So 10/3 is equal to 3 1/3. So anytime you have an improper fraction and you need to change that to a mixed number, all you do the division. 10 divided by 3 gives us 3. We'll end up with 1 left over. So 10/3 is equal to 3 1/3. So again, to change an improper fraction to a mixed number, treat it just like a division problem. Take the numerator, divide by the denominator, write your answer as a mixed number like we've been practicing. Now let's say we get in a situation where it says adding mixed numbers that equal an improper fraction. So let's say we have the problem 3 2/3 plus 1 2/3. So it might be hard to see with that glare. I'm sorry up there. So we have 3 2/3 plus 1 2/3. We add up our whole numbers just like we have been doing. 3 plus 1 gives us 4. So right over there so you can see it outside the glare. Then we add our numerators like we've always done. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Denominators stay the same. Our denominators slide over. But now wait a second. We have an improper fraction here. We don't want that to be the case. So we need to change this improper fraction to a mixed number. So we have 4 4/3. So the first thing we need to do is change that 4/3 to a mixed number. So to do that, just like we talked about earlier, we take 4 divided by 3. 4 divided by 3. 3 goes into 4 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. So we have 1 left over, but we don't write it as remainder. We write it as a fraction. That 1 slides up to be our numerator. Oh, we change colors green. And then that 3 slides over. So we have 1 1/3. So we go back to our answer here. We're done with that part. We just changed that to 1 1/3, but we still have this 4 here. We need to now take that 4 that we have left over, add it to that mixed number that we made. So now we have 4 plus 1 1/3. Well, 4 plus 1 equals 5. The fraction just stays there. So our final answer is 5 1/3. I'll do one more example on that one. So if we add two mixed numbers, let's say I have 5 and 5/7, and I'm adding that to 2 and 4/7. So if I'm adding 5 and 5/7 plus 2 and 4/7, I do the math like we've talked about. 5 plus 7, okay, I know is 7. I add my fractions, which I can do because they have common denominators. 5 plus 4 gets me to 9. My denominators don't change, so I slide it over, 7. But here's where I run into the problem again. I have a mixed number, but I have an improper fraction there. I don't want that improper fraction. So we need to go through our steps to change that improper fraction to a mixed number. So again, we treat it just like a division problem. We have 9 over 7. That means 9 divided by 7. So we come over here, we take 9, divide by 7. 7 goes into 9 one time. Do our math, bring it down. We have a remainder of 2. But we don't write it as a remainder, we write it as a mixed number. So that 2 comes up here, that 7 slides over. So we just changed this 9/7 to 1 2/7. So we're done. We changed it over there. We still have 7 left over there. So again, we need to add that 7 to this 1 2/7. 7 plus 1 we know is 8. And then that 2/7, there's nothing to add over there. So 2/7. So really what happens, 5 and 5/7 plus 2 and 4/7 will equal 8 and 2/7. So again, a couple things we need to remember is we have an improper fraction, which is when we have a numerator greater than its denominator, we have to fix that. And we treat it just like a division problem. Take the numerator, divide by the denominator, write your answer as a mixed number. And if you end up adding mixed numbers, that ends up with an improper fraction, then you just need to change that improper fraction to a mixed number and add that mixed number to the whole number you had there. If you have any questions, send me an email or ask, or rewatch this video. Miss seeing you in person. Take care. Bye.